Okay guys, I'm just going to show you how I actually switch my cities around all the time. I'm not sure how your tablets are set up, but on the bottom here you see I have internal storage and SD card. I do have some of my cities saved on the internal storage, but then I have them also backed up a second copy on the SD card. This is kind of important because I've lost a city before, basically because I accidentally overwrote it. It doesn't make sense to attach your city to a Facebook account until you're comfortable with the fact that you won't get banned anymore. Actually, Blizaster is probably one of the only cities I should be attaching it to an account, but I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and click on SD card. That's where I'm working on a city called Frodo. I made a new one, so they're in my new folder, which I just clicked. So you can see I have all my cities here, a bunch of them. Some of them aren't even mine. The first three, in fact, are not my cities. I've worked on accounts for other people. And so I go ahead and find Frodo. And then I can highlight him, and you're basically highlighting the cache and the files, and I go up to this little icon up here. It might be slightly different on yours. It was for me and Daisy when she taught me how to do this. And I hit copy, and then I'm gonna hit copy to internal storage, and I go into Android, and then I go to data, and then the file where we want to place it. This is the game file, so you're essentially overwriting what was there. I was just working on a city called Dr. Nefario previous to this, which was the one that was at war. So I hit replace all files. And once that's done loading, then I'm going to go to SimCity and I'm going to open it. So find my files, SimCity. All right, so it's just going to take a minute to load. I really should get a tripod, I guess, so that it's steady and not moving around all the time. I feel like Blair Witch Project. Alright, so what I'm going to show you guys is how to make some items in the Neomall. That's probably one of the, the funnest features of editing. As you saw, I made the 1,000 cans of paint last night. What I've done to a lot of my cities, because I was only doing like 200 or 250 war items at a time, and I had so many cities on the go, and people were asking me for stuff, and I couldn't move fast enough from between my games and post stuff. So I've actually, you see my, sorry, I clicked on the Neomall. You see this number right here at the top? That's my storage. It's like this crazy weird number because what I've done is I've made a negative quantity of items in my depot. I did that using the Neomall as well. I'm going to show you. So if I go to click here on my items, and you see they all come up, if I scroll down, see I have thousands of items. So I don't have to worry. I've just started this, so I haven't gotten through everything, but I have like 10,000 each of all the view items. You can see I have lots of crazy stuff. And this is where, you see the snowboard item there? I think I have 150,000 snowboards. And that's what allows my inventory to be so large. So if you're creating this super feeder city, that's basically what you're going to need to do. I'm not sure yet what the limit is on how many you can safely make without getting banned. I've been doing 50K at a time and haven't had an issue. So I think I'm up to, like I said, negative 150,000 snowboards. And I use that, and then I go ahead and I make more stuff. So first thing we're going to do is we're in our trade depot right now. So I'm going to go ahead and list, or make it look like I'm listing for sale, 2 pairs of boots. So 2 and 1,500. Those are the numbers we're going to be searching for in Game Guardian. Okay, since I switched over to a new city, I have to make sure I select the process for it again. Okay, so I select SimCity. I go to the long row of icons and hit the search button, and I type in 1502. Like I said, the semicolon means and. And then the ordered button you hit as well, and new search. And we search for the items. I think, Mo, you were able to do this successfully last night. I'm not sure if then you were able to get them to show up in the Neomall. Once you go to editing and copying the D words, it gets a little more tricky. So until you get the hang of it, anyways, it'll help if you see me doing it. You'll know where you went wrong if you did make a mistake. Okay, so it found all the results. It takes me back to my depot, and then I hit the boot and I go to 1. It's still showing, and that's important. It needs to be showing that it's for sale. Otherwise, you won't be able to find the record that you're looking for, essentially. Okay, so then I'm on the search screen and I'm refining those results. Where's the refine button? What did I do wrong? See, look, I make mistakes too. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what I did wrong there. Anyways, we'll try it one more time. 2 and 1500. I think I actually typed it in the wrong way. I did 1500 first. Okay, sorry, correction. 2 and 1500, so order is important. And searching, searching, searching. Sorry, this is the boring part. I was trying to fill it earlier with me talking about other stuff. All right, so now I'm going to hit 1. Go back here to refine the results. I enter a 1 and hit refine. Okay, and there we go. It found my 1 record. Last time you saw, I didn't have the numbers in the right order, so it did not find it. And now I'm going to hit the save button. And right away you saw it popped up there at the top that the record has been saved. So I can go ahead and delete it. I hit the trash can, and you can either hit remove or remove all. It doesn't really matter at this point. You could even hit revert and remove. You haven't edited the record. Revert and remove is generally used when you're editing a record and then you want to change it back to what it was. Okay, so I just went to my Neomall. We're on to the next step. We are going to search for 1 and 3793. Generally, that record there that I'm searching for, it yields the most results. It doesn't always, but Daisy discovered that if you search for that particular record, you'll find 5 records then that you can edit in the Neomall. And it's just handy because you don't have to keep going and searching. It saves a little bit of time. Okay, so it found 29 records. All right, so I X out a Game Guardian. I X the Neomall, because essentially what you're doing is you're refreshing it to show the new results. Oh shoot, I forgot a step. Sorry, we have to go back to Game Guardian before we refresh the Neomall. We need to go and hit the edit button, and the first value is 1, so what you're going to do is hit the increment, and you're going to make that a 1 as well, and hit yes. So it adjusts all the records by 1. And now you go back to Neomall, and they should be adjusted, and there they are. So from numbers 21 to 25, those are the 5 records we've found, and that's what allows you then to go and edit them. So we can go back into Game Guardian. Okay, and we're going to go to the saved record. Okay, and I click on it, and it's a 1 there that's listed. I just hit go to, and what we're looking for, you can see, hopefully my video shows this, the first line is highlighted, the 1, and then there's a 750, 750, a weird number, 1859, and then the 1816. The 1816 is the number we want. It's always the 4th line down that you're copying. Okay, so I click on that number and I hit D word. It takes me into the record, and I hold down the number and I copy it. All right, so that's been copied to our clipboard. And now we can go back to our search results, and you can kind of see below the Neomall's still showing up, which is kind of handy, so it can remind you of which records you have available. I'm not actually going to edit the 21 and the 652, the drills, because I haven't made those yet, so I'm going to actually make those in my inventory in a minute. I'll show you that. I'm going to choose to edit the record 22. So I scroll down and I find the 22. And I click on it and I hit go to. And then the number at the top, that's the 22, that's the record you're in. Then I scroll just right above it and I click on that record, and that's where we're going to paste. You hold down the D word, hold down over top of that number, and we're going to paste the number there and say yes. And I don't know what I just did. Accidentally must have clicked out of it. I'll try that. Oh no, it did change. You can see the number changed at the top to the 1816. So it did happen. I don't really need that many boots. Oh, whatever. So we'll make 5,000 just so you can see that it works. 5,000 boots we're going to make. Okay, so the 22, it changed to a 5,000. Scroll down, there's lots of zeros there, and then the 37.86, that's the price. I have had issues actually in the past with the price not showing up, and I actually just recently discovered if you do have that happen, you can often scroll right to the bottom of the records, and there's a button that hits go to. It'll take you to the next set of records, and you will find the price there. And so then I'm going to X out a Game Guardian, refresh the Neomall, and lo and behold, there's 5,000 boots for sale, and you can go ahead and buy them. Voila, you just made 5,000 boots. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and get my drills. So we know that it was number 21. And so I click on the 21. I'm going to make 1,000 of them to have in my inventory. So I will always have loads available. Oops, I clicked out of it too soon. Okay, sorry. So we made the 1,000. Oh, forgot to hit. We have to hit go to because I want to change the price. I don't want to pay $652. I only want to pay $1. I've never tried it, but I'm not sure why you can't do a 0, but I've always done a 1. The guy who did the tutorials said that's what you should be doing. So there we go. I have 1,000 drills now. You see the cheetah token there? You can also get those. You can go into the record 25. So I'm going to go back to my search results, find the number 25, and I'm going to change that to 100. I already have some made, but I'm just showing you how it works. Go to, and we want to change the price. We don't want to pay $26, even though that is cheap. We only want to spend $1. Okay, and voila, it's changed. We now have 100 cheetah tokens. They're handy if you run out of something or don't have all the items made in thousands yet. And next, what I'm going to show you, I've gone back to my trade depot. That saved record will automatically change to the next item that you look up in your depot. So say vegetables. I do need to make vegetables. I don't have a large quantity of them yet, but let's do tape measures. They're more handy, I find. Lots of things use tape measures. So I click on the tape measure and I just go to 2. Another way you can actually do it is you can just change the price. That will automatically change the code when I go to Game Guardian for the file. You see it said a 1 before when we had refined the results. Now it's a 2 because I'm working on that same record. It was kind of fluke. I actually discovered that making stuff. So anyways, I'm going to go click on the 4th record down, D word, copy it, and then go back and Don't remember. I guess we haven't changed the 23, the record for 23 of something. We'll see what that one was. Go to the line right above the highlighted line and you edit the D word. So I'm going to paste that there. And we'll make 2,000 of those. Okay. Change the price from $39.07 to 1. And so that file has been edited. Now I'll show you how I do this so it's kind of fast. You don't have to go back to the Neomall and buy the item right away. Once you get comfortable with it, you'll find you kind of remember how it goes. And at the top there, you can see I have listed negative 22,781. And that's essentially how much room I have left in my inventory of items to make. I can still hold 22,781 items. I'll show you the negative item. We'll make another 50,000. So, very important. You can never, ever sell the item you have a negative quantity of. If you do, your trade depot will be banned to the naughty side. Not your city, just the trade depot. That's actually what happened to Minionville, unfortunately. I was in a rush one day and I accidentally put the negative quantity item up for sale. So how you make the item is, since I have a negative quantity, you'll see when I click on the plus sign, sorry you can't see that, I'm clicking on the plus sign and you can't increase it because there aren't any. But you can change the price, and that's what's essential. So just by changing that price, it changes the record in Game Guardian that we have saved. Remember, it went to a 2 when I was working on the tape measures. Now it's a 1 because I'm working on the snowboard. Okay, so I can go ahead into that record and copy that 4th line down. Okay, I hit copy. And then I go back to my saved files. And 24, that looks like the last record we haven't edited of the 5 files that we found. Okay, so D word, hold it down, paste over top. And then we're going to change the 24 to a negative, which is down here at the bottom. And 50,000. Find out if I get banned. Going to 200,000. I don't think I will. And then we're just going to adjust the price to 1. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Neomall, and we're going to buy. There's the tape measures, 2,000 for sale, and our snowboards, negative 50,000. Okay, so we've purchased those, and you can see at the top screen here, the city storage, when you click on that icon at the top, it shows a really weird number. And the first time I made the negative quantity, I kind of freaked out because I didn't know what the heck that was. So don't freak out. You're fine. Nothing will happen in your game that's weird. When you go to your trade depot and you go to sell an item, that's where you can see now it's gone up. I have room for 70,781 items. Plus the 40, because I only ever got my storage to 40, believe it or not, on this city. I never even bothered to go in. I have some of it made, as you can see. I have the storage made. I never even bothered. So it says increase capacity to 45. It doesn't really matter because I already have negative 200,000 now, I think it is. I think actually if I scroll up here, you'll see. Here, I haven't fully expanded my mountain regions. So there's the snowboard, negative 200,005. Because what happens, actually, if I find the compasses for sale, I can show you. You can still expand even though that number there is negative. It'll actually just keep it making the number smaller or bigger, depending on how you want to look at it. And so yeah, you can still use the item, you just cannot sell it. That is the key, or you get banned. And it looks like I got attacked while I was working here. It was actually funny because we're in an Arena 1 war and it was... I'm just curious to see. They hit me with a slap. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to send this video off to you guys because it's quite long now. And if you have any questions, just let me know.